Washington has a long and storied tradition of doing the wrong things quickly and the right things slowly. I think we can all agree that the DOGE, or the Department of Government Efficiency, is a great idea, and that our government has a lot of fat that we can cut away. But just as every good military plan needs the commander's guidance, every good public policy needs clear and well thought out implementation guidance. Greetings, team. This is Christopher Littlestone of lifeisaspecialoperation.com. As an expert planner and retired Special Forces officer who loves his country and who has been serving in and out of uniform for 30 years, I thought I would give the U.S. government some guidance on implementing the mandated reduction in force and budget savings. And this guidance is also applicable to any business owner or leader who has to cut the budget or cut personnel. When I was a Special Forces major, we were sent to a school for conventional Army majors called Command and General Staff College, or CGSC. While at CGSC, I used to play a game called That Person Makes the Same Amount of Money as Me. You see, in the Army, you wear certain things on your uniform: your name, your rank, your unit, badges and tabs. And if you've ever been deployed to a war zone, you wear the patch of the unit you deployed with. This is called a combat patch. In a single glance, you can tell a lot about someone in uniform. Back to our game. I was in a class with fellow majors, and despite our country having been at war for almost a decade, about 1/3 of them had never deployed or earned a combat patch. That's shameful, because all it takes for any officer to deploy is to volunteer for an individual assignment as a staff officer at a headquarters somewhere in Iraq or Afghanistan. It was amazing to be around fat officers who must have lied or cheated on their fitness tests. I was so discouraged to see how dumb and inexperienced some of my colleagues were. I was shocked to see how little they knew of doctrine or planning. Many had simple jobs that a private could do, yet we were all majors and we basically made the same amount of money. My point is this: at any given rank or level, some government employees are dumb, fat, lazy, cowardly, and incompetent. Let's call these employees losers. Others at the same rank and level are smart, fit, hardworking, brave, and competent. Let's call these superstars. If you're reducing manpower, get rid of the losers and keep the superstars. Let's do a case study. I know of a slow and terribly inefficient conventional military unit supported by 150 government contractors. I won't name the unit, but for this case study, we'll call them the Bad News Bears. The Bad News Bears decided to cut the contract by 20%, so they cut 30 people. 2 GS officers went into a room with a list of 150 positions and slashed 30 of them from the list. A few hours later, coincidentally just in time for lunch, voila, mission accomplished. They saved the government 20%, right? Well, not really. They never got input from subordinate units to prioritize employees and programs. They accidentally cut a few of their subordinate units' highest priority missions and teams. They never reviewed performance metrics or reports. The Bad News Bears had many losers and only a few superstars. Yet they cut several superstars and kept some of their biggest losers. Making reductions in budget and manpower is a great idea, but as the Bad News Bears show us, if you're not smart or deliberate about how you do it, you'll end up firing your superstars and keeping your losers. The smartest way to reduce manpower or budget isn't to swing a blunt axe across the board. It's to conduct a disciplined and deliberate mission analysis. Start by defining your actual requirements. What missions must be accomplished to meet core objectives? What resources are truly necessary? What programs are essential? And what teams do you need to support them? Then establish clear priorities. Not every mission has the same strategic value. Some should be protected. Others are candidates for elimination. If you have a prioritized list from 1 to 10, keep and fund priorities 1 through 6, and delete or postpone priorities 7 through 10. Eliminate non-priority missions that consume resources without producing meaningful outcomes. Shut down programs that exist out of habit rather than necessity. Reallocate resources from low-impact work to high-impact objectives. Once your agency or unit has its requirements and priorities, assess your personnel with equal rigor. Break them into groups and label them from the worst to the best. Identify the superstars, keep them, and align them to your highest priority missions. Be honest about the dead weight, those who fail to meet the standards, resist accountability, or add little value, and then fire them. I think we can all agree that it's a great idea to make our government more efficient, but efficiency doesn't come from knee-jerk, cookie-cutter responses or across-the-board cuts. It comes from precision, keeping what works, cutting what doesn't, and aligning people and budget to what matters most. That's how you get leaner, faster, and stronger all at once. If you're interested in knowing more about planning, leadership, and strategy, then I invite you to learn more about the resources available to you at my website, lifeasaspecialoperation.com. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you want to join my Life as a Special Operation team. And don't forget to forward this video to a friend or family member who needs to see it. Life is a special operation. Be the hero.